What's going on, guys? Got a question over on YouTube, and I wanted to answer that for you guys. I get this one a lot, so let's dive into that. First off, love the videos. They're very helpful. Thank you. Also, I just got my start date studying my signals. Good job. So my question is there an easy way to memorize the colored signals? I think I have the position signals down, but the colored signals still get me confused. Couple of things. When you are studying your signals exam, make sure that you know what signal system you're on before you start studying. There are 3 systems for NS. There's NS, N&W, and Conrail. If you're studying the wrong signal system, you're going to be in for a rude awakening when you get down to training, because you're only going to be tested on the signal system that applies to your terminal. So again, make sure you know what signal system you're on. As far as studying the actual test, couple of things. The practice test that you get when you get to training is going to be broken up into 3 sections. There's going to be a name section, an indication section, and a mixed. So name, indication, and mixed. The easiest way to study this so it sticks into your brain when you're going through the process is to start with the name test. And until you start scoring 95 and above, do not move on from the name test. Keep taking the name test over and over and over again. Once you know the name of the signal and the picture that's associated with that, the indications, there's context clues in that to kind of get you through. So study the names first that has the photo of the signal next to it. That'll help tremendously. But do not move on to indications until you've kind of mastered the name section. After that, move on to indications. So it'll give you kind of the definition of what you're supposed to do with that signal. And also, again, the photo of what that signal looks like. That's going to cement that into your brain. Get that all the way through until you're getting 95% and above. Then move on to the mixed. Please don't start with the mixed. If you start there, you're going to start confusing the indications, and it's going to make everything very blurry for you. So start with the names, move on to indication, and then take the mix. That's my biggest suggestion for that. But the biggest thing here, guys, before you leave, if you're not sure of what signal system you're on, please ask. Whether I get back to you, whether somebody in our comments section gets back to you, make sure you're studying the right signals, because the last thing you want to do is sit there and try to down pat either NS, N&W, and get down there and you're on Conrail all of a sudden, or same thing vice versa. So know which signal system you're on. Start with names, take the indication, and then take the mixed. Now, in addition to that, there's also going to be helpful things about the final test. When you take the final for the signals exam, you're going to get multiple pictures of what these signals look like. So, for example, if you get a stop signal, you're going to have a question that says, what signal is this? And they'll give you a picture of the stop signal. Sometimes it'll be one signal. Sometimes it'll be multiple signals. Those multiple pictures of signals are the same signal. It's stop in 3 different places. So they'll give you the high mast on the tall pole, they'll give you the position signal, and they'll also give you the dwarf signal in the yard, but all of them are stop. There is no trickery here when they're doing that. They're assuming that if you studied and you went through the process, you are going to remember at least what one of those stop signals looks like. So they give you 3. So they're not giving you that to try to trip you up or anything. If you're getting more than one signal there, they're all the same indication. They're all the same name. It's just a matter of you recognizing one of those physical signals so that you can get the answer to the test. They're not trying to make this harder on you. So hopefully that clears some things up. Wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope everything's going well. If any other questions, comment down below. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Take care, guys.